to a new video of Algebra Wonder. In this video, we will talk about function notation. So we learn about function is just like function machine. This is the input x and this is the output y. So function is the relation that every value for the domain or the input must only have one output or one order pair. So this is, as you can see here, now I change the function machine and I put this symbol here, f of x. This symbol here is the function notation. So let's see what's that. So function notation is a symbol that represents the function. So this is, y is the same as f of x. So I can say y, or I can say f of x. F of x means y is a function of x. Y has a relation with x. But this relation is very unique. Every input only have one output. Okay? So again, so what is y? Y, we know it. It's output. So remember, this is a dependent variable. But when you replace y by f of x, okay? So you have to be careful what's go in this parentheses. So what is f? F is the name of the function. So this is not multiplication, relay, or anything. This is just the name of the function. You can call it f, you can call it m, you can call it n, you can call it any name. Usually, most of the time, we call it f of x. We call it f. And then x here, what? Well, this is the independent variable, which is the input, the independent variable. So you have to be careful. If you're going to replace y, which is a dependent variable, by the function notation, so you're going to replace it by f of x. And be careful. X is the independent variable. Okay? Let's see. So let's look at this relation here. We decide in our function video, this is a function, because every input has only one output. So if I want to use a function notation to represent this order pair, this is how you do it. So you can say f of 2 is what? Is 7. F of 6 is what? Is 8. F of 7 is what? Is 4. Okay? So usually x go here, and which is just y. F of x is just y. Okay? So f of 2, here is the x, and then what is that? It's just 7. So it tells us that this is the order pair 2 and 7. So I can write it as f of 2 equals 7. Okay, let's see another example here. So I have an equation y equals 3x plus 1. We know that. We know how to make a table, put some value for x, and then you figure out the y. Okay, but I want to use a function notation for that. So again, we just said that you can replace y by f of x. Means y has a unique relation with x, which is a function. Every input has only one output. So you can replace y by f of x. They call this is an equation in a function notation. So you write the equation in function notation using function notation, f of x. Now, let us see. How can we evaluate this? We evaluate the same thing. If I ask you what is f of negative 1, so x is negative 1. So I gotta say f of negative 1, which is y. What is it? 3 times x, which is negative 1, plus 1. So 3 times negative 1 is negative 3, plus 1 is negative 2. So now f of negative 1, x is negative 1, is negative 2. And y is negative 2. Okay? Let's see now f of 0. So again, x is 0. So f of x is just y. So f of 0 is what? 3 times 0 plus 1, which is 1. Which we can see there's the y-intercept. So f of 0, x is 0, and y is 1. Okay, f of 1, same thing, 3 times 1 plus 1. So again, x is 1, and then you get y is 4. Okay, let's try the last one. F of 2, x is 2, what is y? 3 times 2, which is 6, plus 1 is 7. So f of 2 is 7. F of 2 is 7. So again, this is the x value, and this is the y value. Okay. Now it's time for Algebra Wonder. So Kim's amusement park costs $10 entrance fee, $2 per ride. Write an equation between the total cost t and the number of rides r using function notation. So think about it and write it. Share your thinking with your classmates, with your family, and enjoy the math. Thank you.